Okay, so today what we will do, today we will do the lecture 2, that is the quantum mechanics, and here we will deal with the topics quantum mechanics, wave nature of particles, and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So without wasting more time, let's begin. So the first thing which we will know about the quantum mechanics. So the first which comes in our mind is that quantum mechanics is a new branch. And it is a new branch of which subject? It's a new branch of a subject of physics which is indispensable. Indispensable means that it is absolutely very necessary to know about the mechanics of the particles or bodies in the atomic and subatomic scale. Okay. So next point which comes is the term quantum mechanics was first introduced by Max Born. So Max Born was the person who introduced this term quantum mechanics, and it was in 1924. Within the field of engineering, that means in the field which you are dealing with, this quantum mechanics plays a huge role. Okay. The next point is that whenever we do studies on this quantum mechanics, what happens? It leads to many new inventions. So new inventions means that include the laser, the diode, as well as the transistor, the electron microscope, and magnetic resonance imaging. Okay, so these are the new inventions which we brought up when we started studying this concept, that is quantum mechanics. But the most important thing which we deal with is the flash memory chips which are found in USB drives. What happens there also, we use this quantum ideas so we can erase their memory cells. Okay. The last thing which you must remember is that the entire science of nanotechnology is based on the quantum mechanics. Okay, so let's move on to the next, that is our wave nature of particles. So the first thing which comes to your mind is what particles are we talking about? So the particles on which we are talking about are protons, neutrons, electrons, and photons, which are known as material particles. Now you will be thinking what these material particles do. So according to the de Broglie hypothesis, what happens? So I hope you all know the de Broglie hypothesis. So whenever these material particles get in motion with associated waves, these are known as matter waves, or we also call it as de Broglie waves. So one of the equation which arise is de Broglie equation, where we know that lambda is the wavelength. So a statement which states that when a particle has momentum p, the de Broglie wavelength of the matter wave is given by this equation. So what happens, this mv, when we cut this mv and we write p, right? So this p will definitely state this statement. So here lambda is the wavelength in meters, the v is the velocity in meter per second, the m is the mass in kilograms, and the h is the Planck constant, whose unit is J per hertz. Okay, now this our equation, that means this equation is known as de Broglie wave equation, and the last point which states that de Broglie wavelength depends on the mass of the particle as well as its velocity. Okay. So now let's move on to the next thing, that is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So one of the fundamental principle of quantum mechanics is this principle. So this principle was formulated in 1927 by German physicist Werner Heisenberg. That's why this principle name is stated as Heisenberg's uncertainty. Okay, the third point is it is also called as indeterminacy principle. Now the next thing which comes is the statement that is it is impossible to determine precisely simultaneous both the position and momentum of a particle. We cannot determine the position, we cannot determine precisely, that means we cannot determine correctly as well as simultaneously both the position as well as the momentum. Further, in any simultaneous determination of the position and momentum of a particle, the product of the corresponding uncertainties in the measurement is equal to or greater than h by 4 pi. That means this states the equation there. That means delta x, that means the position, and the delta p, that is the momentum, will be greater than h by 4 pi. That is being stated here. And where delta x represents the uncertainty in the measurement of the position, and similarly the delta p represents the uncertainty of the measurement of its momentum. So the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is an indeterminacy principle which states that it is impossible to determine both these quantities as precisely as simultaneously. It can't be determined. Okay, so you need to remember the very important point is that the product of the uncertainty of the measurement of the position of the particle and the uncertainty in the measurement of its momentum is greater than h by 4 pi. Now we will move on to the next to know about Heisenberg's more deeply. So Heisenberg's uncertainty principle could also be expressed in terms of the uncertainties involved in the measurement of physical variable pair. So we can also determine with other quantities like energy and time, and also with displacement and angular momentum. So see here it is energy and time. So in place of position and momentum, we replaced it with the variable pair, that is energy and time, which is greater than equal to h by 4 pi. Similarly, we will show it for the angular displacement also. So if delta E and delta T are the uncertainties involved in determining the energy and time respectively, so we will get this. Now similarly, if delta theta, that means angular displacement, and angular L, that is the angular momentum, are the uncertainty involved in determining the angular displacement and angular momentum of the particle respectively, then what we will get? Then we will get this equation, that is in place of this energy and time or position or momentum, we will place theta, that is angular displacement, and L angular angular momentum, then it will be greater than equal to h by 4 pi. So I hope all of you understood the lecture of today. So if you have any queries, you can comment down below. Till then, be happy and have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magaz videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.